Hello again, this is John Marling, Pulse Research. In this training section, we're going to cover how to overcome objections with FOMO, or fear of missing out. Some of the common objections that you hear on a frequent basis are, well, I'm not going to advertise because I'm on Facebook, I use Zillow. The auto dealer says, well, I have my own, dealer automotive site, or, I use direct mail, I use the local radio station, etc., etc. Welcome objections. Objections give you the insight to be able to address their concern and share and show what they're missing if they're not also advertising with you. Here's the bottom line. No media today reaches everyone. Newspaper doesn't, radio doesn't, television doesn't, Facebook doesn't reach everybody, nor does Zillow. Nor does the automotive, dealer's website. It's an extremely fragmented world. And because of that fragmentation, you reach buyers missed by Zillow, Facebook, radio, television, email, local business websites, etc. And you're able to show that business the number of buyers you reach who they're missing if they're not also advertising with you. That's FOMO, fear of missing out. Let's go over a couple quick examples. Number one, a realtor example. Well, I'm not going to advertise in your paper because I'm signed up with Zillow. Here's some facts. Let's assume for the moment you reach 500 households who plan to buy a property in the next 12 months. From the Pulse of America survey or your own local survey, approximately 30% of the households you reach would use Zillow, to look for properties for sale. If they reach 30%, which is number one because of the significant number of real estate websites, they miss 70% of your audience who would not use Zillow. And here's FOMO. 70% of the 500 households you reach who plan to buy a property is 350 households they're missing. That's FOMO if they're not also advertising with you. Another example, let's assume a furniture store says, well, I get great results with my business Facebook page. I don't need to advertise with you. Once again, some facts. Let's assume for the moment your paper reaches 1,000 households who will shop at a furniture store in the next 12 months. From your Pulse of America or your own local survey, approximately 9% of your audience has made a purchase in the last 30 days from a business Facebook offer. But that means that 91% of your audience has not made a purchase from any business Facebook offer. And so that furniture store, if they're not also advertising, he was missing 91% of the 1,000 households you reach are going to shop at a furniture store. That's 910 households. That's fear of missing out. They want that additional opportunity of the 910 households you reach who they're missing by only using Facebook. The FOMO information, and here's the great news, and it's really, really simple, is in your one-page presentation. In the setup, you can select whatever competitor you would like, such as Facebook business offer, radio ads, local dealer website, real estate websites, email, etc. And it shows FOMO, the percentage of your audience that is missed by that competitor. Such as local dealer website. 44% would go to a local dealer website, number one, but that means that 56% of your audience would not. And once again, as an example, if your audience is going to buy 1,000 cars, 56% is 560 cars. That's FOMO. And by the way, 96% of your audience read the print ads, and 58% of your audience has purchased or sought more information from an item advertised in a local paper in the last 30 days. In closing, as a reminder, one of the most frequent objections you hear today is print is dead. And as we covered earlier in the training, the way to overcome that is tell your story. Show the number of households you reach who will buy with your audience value presentation, a teaser, a flyer, or a one-page presentation. Thanks again. We appreciate it. And as always, if you have any questions, support@pulseresearch.com. Thanks.